Just don't drop the clutch. It's in a video game. We should be fine. Thank you for the concern though. Yeah, I will try. I definitely will try. Okay, so I will enable the song requests so we can watch some music while we're driving. This should be on. And I need to do that because that's a new thing we have now. Maybe it didn't save actually. Hold up. Oh. Oh, I have to set it up again. Hold on. Maybe don't show that on stream, huh? What do you mean? The song name? Why shouldn't I show the song name? Home is kind of personal. I'm pretty sure there's nothing personal shown on stream right now, at least I hope. But yeah, welcome back to Sunday Driving. I have no clue what to do today, so we'll improvise, I guess. Last time we done the GT300, I think, with the Toyota and few British events, if I'm correct. So let's figure out what we can do today. Messing with you about the top text in game. I see, yeah. I figured it was for the joke, no worries. I figured. Okay, so what do we do today? I think the CD3 tarmac here might work for the compact Japanese car. Let's see if that works. Maybe we'll start with this. Compact cup. It does work. We'll start with that then. Also, for those who are wondering about the last VOD we uploaded onto the YouTube channel, I'm sorry for the very low audio. I forgot to up the gain while rendering the files, so it's very low. Apologize for that. Okay, we'll up this car a little bit, and we'll start with the compact Japanese car cup. The brakes. I think we can go with that. I forgot to do something. I will do that later, it's fine. But I need the code to unlock the price car with the fact we can do like championships with random tracks, which sucks a little bit. So okay, we'll do that after I'm done with the event. I didn't even see the track, oops. 2-point race. Yep. Oh god, the lags. Okay, the game is lagging and I don't like that. I don't know why it's lagging. I hope it's just like one small lag and it never comes back. I think it was just like a one-time thing. At least I hope so. Okay, this car likes sliding. That's cool. I think I've never driven this specific car also in GT ever. And music is gone for some reason. Oh, never mind, it is here. Also, very small let's call that a warning, why not? Small warning, as I said earlier, I'm pretty drowsy. I had trouble sleeping last time. Well, last night I should say. So this stream might be a bit shorter than usual. I hope it's not too annoying. Next week should be a little bit also pretty weird in terms of schedule, so I will do my best to stream. But for sure this next week there won't be stream on both Tuesday and weekend, so... Well, there will be the multi-wall, but there won't be any stream on Friday and Saturday. So I hope it will be okay to schedule stuff up. It's not real driving while you're sleepy. Yeah, okay. Unless that's an emergency, I'm never driving while I'm even slightly tired. It has to be a very like emergency related stuff. Don't drive if you're sleepy, please. Unless that's a video game. Say because even the song in the background talks about like being tired. That's funny. Well, I was reading chat. You said don't drive if you're sober. I didn't say that at all. Sounds like a UK motto, huh? I said don't drive if you're sleepy or tired. Also, don't drink and drive, of course. Or whatever form of recreational substance you're consuming, don't drive afterwards. For example, when I take meds and I'm like super tired afterwards for extended period of time, like even on the boxes, this says, don't drive afterwards. Please respect that too, if you're in that specific case too. Okay, I think I know why it's lagging a little bit. I will fix that in a second. I think I know why. Never mind, that's not it. No, I think it's just like few lags, but we should be okay. Oh, the code. Hold up. There it is. So this is for after completing the races. So quick double check on that too. Now we're good. Also we're being very lucky on the tracks, so that's cool. I don't like this track in particular, but it's short at least. Oh. I know the car, the green one, like the light green one. The light green car that we just saw is my daily drive. Also, chat, there will be, on the 1st of April, if everything goes according to plan, there will be something very special for the channel. That would be a first. Hopefully not the last. But we're about to do something that I think I've never done before live on stream. So this will be interesting. I really hope that we can plan this out in time. I hope that my PC can actually like take the thing on too. Because they have done a test but without OBS actually being used and stuff. The Smashing Rock stream. If I have to do that, this will be on summer. If I have to ever do that. The Smashing Rock stream. I remember that one. Yeah, I will do a live tutorial how to do ricochet on water with flat rocks. I could do that. Actually, that would be funny. I don't have anything to stream IRL stuff at the moment. I have a very old phone and I don't think that would be enough to stream IRL stuff. Because you either need a good phone or you need a good camera to port over your hard drive the video files and stuff. I have neither of those. No, on 1st of April there will be an experience, let's say that, and that will be fun, I hope. I just hope everything will go well. Managed to get a few skills to the rocks? Nice. I know how to do that, but I've never actually counted my most I had. I know I can get like probably like around 10 with a good launch, maybe. Yeah, look at this. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. We're talking about launching rocks on water to do as many skips as possible right now. Also, I don't know why, but I really don't like this track. I don't know what's going on or why I dislike it. I think there's too much sand. Maybe that's why. I haven't heard this song in a while. Okay, so realistically today, I think I've planned for 4 hours for this stream. I will try my best to stick along for 4 hours, definitely. But today it might be close to 3 hours of stream. Because tomorrow I had to wake up early and I didn't sleep very well for the past 3 days. If I can help it to reach 4 hours, I will, definitely. I thought of doing one endurance event today, but the one I had in mind, it requires a very slow car. So it would be maybe too long. Yeah, I think like next week, basically, if everything goes according to plan, there will be 1st of April stream with something that I hope people will like. That's something that I think it would be funny to do. There will be multiple on next Sunday, in theory. And for the rest of the week, I have no idea how I will be planning this out. But there will be maybe some map rando and maybe some Pokemon rando as well. I'll try a thing in amount for the YAML file that I will use for next Multi-World, so maybe we'll do that. I don't know, we'll see how we'll plan it the weeks out, but there's at least 2 things that I hope will go according to plan. Also, I need to change the view by default. I forgot like last stream and the stream before as well. This time I won't forget. I will do it. Hopefully. Hey, there's a bits. Getting it close to the walls here. So this car, as much as okay, so this car is nice for the compact events. It slides a little bit, but that's a good car. Okay, 100 is good. Okay, 150. I'm super familiar with Seal Central Track. Very short race. Right, 2 more races. Actually, no, just 1. It's 5 races. That's a bit odd that there's 4 this time. Okay, only short tracks. I take that. Actually, the second time we have this track in this event. I think even with this car stock, I should be able to win, definitely. Maybe it's way on that. I just forget there's an gouge on this track. 20 seconds. That's some terrible lines. I'm glad I didn't drive this way last time I was playing Forza. That would have been terrible. Okay, so what is the magic code? Alright, let's see where we win with this event. Also, there's one thing that it's bothering me a little bit, is every time I have to trigger the price car this way, it counts as a loss on my stats, and that sucks a little bit. But the stats are not even important in this game. I think we can use that. I think I have already on the NXX, but that's the GT500 one. Speaking of which, I need to do that one day. Okay, let me check real quick. So we already done the Honda events. Okay, one thing before I forget. Not controls, I think it's settings in Spec-II Mod. Okay, how do we change the view? I got to make it like the main camera. No. I think you can, but it's not in this option, I think. No. In race. Not that either. Well, it's okay. I'll find the option later, I guess. It's like pressing a button twice every race. It's not that bad. Okay, let's check out what we do next. That's my GT500 car that I will be using. That's potentially what I will be using for the 4 hours race on Tsukuba. That obviously I won't be doing today. I have a Chevy. Maybe you can do something with that. I think these will be destroying me if I do those. I really am the bad thing. That's unfortunate. I have an idea. It's not the best idea, but I have an idea. Oh, we have that also for the GT500. Wait a minute. I can do something with that. I think I haven't done the Z event. Not the French gaming thing. It's actually like the Club Z or the Z family event. I've done it. Never mind then. Can we do the GT500 with this? It's also the welcome back car today. Oh, you can. Okay, maybe we will take on these events after all. This will be a long one. Okay, so we need... It's already on medium tires. So you optimize for that. 700 horsepower. I may go with the 700 horsepower on this thing. I mean, that's overkill, but why not? Alright, that will be a long one, buckle up chat. So this may actually take half the stream on the event alone. Oh boy, there's 11 laps of Nordschleife. We're so cooked actually. Please pray that we don't have long tracks on these. Okay, that's a short race, I take that. Also, I will do something beforehand. We'll max the hell out of the downforce on this, so we have better grip. Okay, there we go. Okay, I don't like the fact that it lags. I have nothing going on right now. Maybe my antivirus is trying to analyze the PC right now, and what the hell? Okay. Oh, it's the... Okay, that's funny. I have to drive with this view. That will not help. Okay, no, we're driving with this view then. It's not too bad. Okay. I should be first with this, so that would be funny. god. Okay, this will take a bit of time until I get the handling down on this car. I've never driven this car before. It has very good brakes. Okay, already made up to the pack. That's good. Okay, I think we could have used the NSX as well. Definitely. Okay, I think I got the handling now. Okay, I'm adjusting a little bit. A little bit. Okay, I can definitely brake later than I think I should be. Okay, maybe not. Because when I do, I just go in the grass. Okay, where's the... Okay, the pit lane is before the up in. I was about to ask, where's the pit lane if I have to change my tires? I will repeat the next lap. Or maybe the tires can actually like take the even laps. If I don't go visit the grass, I think we should be okay. Now we have to pit, I think. It is already yellow. I can actually like floor it in this specific curve. Right, where is the pit lane? That's it. Yeah, that's it. I like this car, it's driving well. First time I drive this car, funny enough. Despite being one of the main race car in the original game. Tires are cold, don't push it too far. Okay, I just thought about that maybe we should do driving missions. So today might be just GT 500 Championship that we're doing currently. Then a few driving missions. That sounds like it will be the full stream. Hey Slam, how's it going? Hope you're doing well, hope you're having a good weekend. Welcome to Sunday Driving. Driving, I like that. Yeah, that's the name I came up, and it's pretty much like inspired from one of the events in the actual game called the Sunday Cup. So it just makes sense to me that I call that Sunday Driving. It's also somewhat fitting because sometimes I'm just making like terrible mistakes. At least when I'm driving in a video game. It's also funny with that. Now, speaking of mistakes, here's one. Very nice race for a start. 100 GT500 events, which is actually fitting since it is actually a Japanese track. I'm just hoping my best that there is not notch life in here. If you could say on average of 15 minutes per race, I'm okay with that. So sound is a bit low on this track. Okay. This event will actually like bring me a lot of money, so that's cool. I have to not think ahead for the upgrade prices after this event. That's cool. Alright, race 1 done. There's 10 lap, and I think 10 is the maximum. Okay. But it's not a long track. I don't like the track, but at least it's not a long one. I just don't like the track. Alright. The fact there is like the communication pole right in front of the camera sucks on this. I hate this track in the normal direction, and reverse is even worse, in my opinion. For that reason, this is the segment I hate about this track. the blind uphill and you just like laying the sand afterwards sucks. There's 10 lap. I think the tires might hold. At least I hope so. God, I don't get this segment down. I just don't. Feeling music right now. Slightly slower on this. Nope, still making mistakes on this. Maybe too slow in this. Too slow again. Okay, finally a clean segment on this. Oh, okay. No, yeah, not good. Yeah, around 170 here I can take the curve. That's nice. Oh god, I can finally get a clean run on the On the track, let's go. There we go, now we have decent lap time ahead. So yeah, we had to change the tires, so we have cool tires again. That's the bad news. We push it to the next lap. Might not be a good idea. I think we're good. Blaine, thank you for the contribution to the room hack regular goal. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good weekend. Welcome. If you want to lurk, that's perfectly fine. Work away. Alright, let's speed and change the tires. Also, Kate, I don't know if you're still in chat right now. If you are, maybe can you like close the blinds and switch on the lights? I don't think she's here. Well. Oh, you're here actually, thanks. Yeah, if you can take care of that, that would be cool. Also, it reminds me I have to do something in the chat. I got time, but I need to do something for next stream. I will add some comments. I will take note after I'm done with the race. Oh, also, for those who are supporting the channel, there will be 2 new emotes coming next week, in theory. I finally got the time to finish them off. They're all done, I just need to upload them. So I will check this code in a second. I have notifications. I don't know who that could be right now. It's maybe important. Right. Let's see what's going on with that. Okay. 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 The DM I got is just telling me that everything is alright, so that's cool. Everything is cool. Perfect. Because I got something sent this morning and I was worried that it was not, you know, was not enough, good enough. Apparently it is, so that's cool. High speed ring 10 laps. Okay, that would be interesting. So far we have been very lucky on the track selection. Oops. Yeah, you need to pay attention. Okay, that's too fast. Okay. Okay, 300 kilometers is actually like bonkers for this. 325. I think we can reach 325 with this car at least. Okay, fourth gear here works. And third gear works here. Nice, okay. Right, I think I got the gearing down. I can't even brake later on this. Yeah, I think the turbo on this car is just like overkill. I need that makes shorter races, so this is okay. I'm okay with that. that's too late. Yeah, this one we will need to pit definitely. Thankfully we won't have to pit, because this pit lane I think is one of the longest in the game. So I will do my best to not pit. Okay, but we're actually about to lap the pack. That's actually funny. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Yup, that's a full pack lap here. Oh, it being a big penalty here. So you know what I just realized, like with this interior view, there's actually missing texture. You can see the asphalt through the hood and stuff, the hood and the side of it. You can see the wheel turning. I just realized right now. That's scuffed. I can't see that now. Sadly, the view I used have the communication pole is right in front of the camera, so that's weird. Turbo line. Okay, now when I switch to this view, it feels like a massive flashbang. Yeah, I will try a full lap with exterior view like that. I just have so much trouble driving with this view now. Yeah. As much as I wish I could drive with this view so it's a bit better for the viewer's experience, I'm not super proficient with it. Yeah, I will stick with interior or bumper view. Okay, so far we got lucky on the tracks, let's hope it continues. Okay, so we done the longest races. There's 9 laps, 7... No, I don't want that. Okay, please no long tracks. Okay, that's about as short as it could be. Nice. There will be a lot of car going off track on this. Let's see how it goes, I guess. Okay. That would be tedious for me to actually like overtake on that. That's cool. Okay, it's not too bad. It can be worse, let's say that. Okay, these guys have actually like the perfect lines for this. Okay, this segment is not my forte as well. Okay, that will be an interesting race, sorry. Yeah, this specific segment is very audited of racing lines. I don't like doing that. You have to purposely get wide on the first curve and then very tight to the interior. That's really what you don't want to do. And on this track that works. Okay, you take wide and then you go interior again. So you can carry more speed at the end of the curve. Exterior, interior. Okay, that works. It's not super intuitive. Oh god, okay. It's my fault. Exterior. Okay, I'm too wide now. Yep. It's 360. Exterior, interior. That was the way better. Nope. That's not how you do this one. Yeah, that was a short race. That's nice. We got 400k. I think we're good for the rest of the upgrades for the rest of the playthrough. I think that's all we need. 9 laps again. Okay, bring not a huge track, please. Speed right here. Grand Valley Speedway Reverse. I think that's the longest race we had so far. I've been on one. Okay, we had to learn this track again. It'll be fine. That was good. What am I doing? Okay, I remember I drove, I think that's how you say that. I drove with the NSX on that track. And to remember how and where to brake in an optimal way. I'm braking a bit too early most of the time. Yeah, roughly will be a 20-minute race. Okay, slightly too much speed here. Okay, so there's two parts on which I don't drive very well. Rest is okay. It's not too bad. I just need to correct a few things. Okay, this time I was too slow. And too fast. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay. So faster on the first segment and slower in the sector 2, I think. That's the end of sector 2. Just past the checkpoint here. God. That was bad. Yeah, we're way slower because of that crash. I'm still too slow here. I'm still too slow. Maybe I used the wrong line. Hey Theo, how's it going? That t-shirt, yep. That's courtesy of DJ who requested that design. How's it going, Theo? Hope you're having a good weekend. Welcome. Yeah, we have the Giga Chino shirt today. We have it. Of course it's DJ. I mean, DJ is a man of culture when it comes to GT community. So of course it originates from him. Whoa, okay, that was bad. Second, now we wait for a straight line. Still shows tire wear. A lot of people hide it behind the avatars. No, I actually want the people to have the full informations, and since my 3D mode is like obstructing the view, I just display it into a square next to me. It used to be hidden completely until I just tell myself, okay, you know what, I'm doing endurance races. Maybe that would be interesting for the viewers to know where the tires are actually like completely like destroyed and stuff like that. Same goes for the brakes and stuff. I hope I'm not hiding the map layout too, like the track layout. Usually it should be visible. I love how the dude with the gas tank is just like looking without any, like moving anything. Just like, can I have some fun, please? Just staring at the car. Where is the late on this? Yeah, that's not the race line. Gas. How has it been already like 1 hour and a half? I'm very good at this track. It's a bit late. So yeah, I feel like I will be doing, well, it's already been 1 hour and a half. I didn't even realize. So we'll clear GT500 today, for sure. And then I will probably do some driving missions. Something I wanted to do last stream and I didn't have the time. But today would be a good day to do that. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, we need to get better at this track. Hold a second, I will read that in 1 second. A bit late, but so far the band's audio is fine and no parasite noise. Yeah, I think I know why there was low volume last time, and it's just me being dumb. But to make it short, the mic was not oriented towards my mouth. That's why it was very low volume last time. I'm just stupid. That's the issue. The mic was facing the ceiling instead of my face. Oh god, that's not how you drive. Also, I need to... Okay, so one more thing I completely forgot to tell everyone for that. In GT4 randomizer that we're playing right now, we're approaching the time where I will start to do the 24 hours racings. So we will need, well, I will do that offline obviously, but I will train the B-Spec driver so I could do like, I think it was last year. And essentially I will drive for 8 hours, sleep for 8 hours with the B-Spec driver like taking the wheel, and come back and do another 8 hours when I wake up. I would do that. Are you using a controller or steering wheel? Unfortunately on my PC I only have a controller, but when I can use the steering wheel I do. Yeah, unfortunately I have to deal with controllers when I'm on PC. But I do with both. Okay, that was very wide. Okay, there's no chicane at the end. I need to not making mistakes. Oh god, I'm so used to the 90s layouts. But yeah, I'd like to come back on the topic I mentioned earlier. I will plan on doing 24 hours races. It will be in a few weeks, obviously, because we have still events that we can do and that last way less than 24 hours, let's say. And when the time comes, I will have to do this. And I realized that I will have to get an external hard drive specifically for the VOD of these events. So that's a thing that will actually cost a little bit to do. So I had to plan that ahead. Not only the 24-hour races, but mainly like any races that goes over 10 hours. I will have to do that with either like an external hard drive to get more space for the VOD files, or I can clean up my PC because it's a bit of a mess. I can win like a lot of spaces. So I will do both. A cleaning first and see if we can get the VOD in one go. If not, I will either like borrow a external hard drive, or I will buy one for myself. I started putting the VOD files on an external hard drive, but I will need a second one. Hey, thank you for contributing to the regular Monster Room hack goal. Appreciate it. Look away if you want to. I hope you're doing well. Oh well, I'm not looking. How's it going, Nido? How are you feeling? I hope you're not too tired. That was way too early for the braking here. Booster, thank you for the contribution as well. How's it going? Just working for a oh god. Just working for a nap after my donation. I hope you had a good nap. I hope all went well. Very tired? Yeah, I can imagine. I was Dracula. That's a way to say that. Was a bit of the first time, didn't pass out. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you passed out the first time. But yeah, that's a good thing if you beat some resistance for the blood donation. Oh god, it's hard to reach head and drive. Blood question mark? Well, if he wants to explain, he can. Because that's rather personal, but yeah, blood instead. Indeed, sorry. Distraction message, let's go. Wow, Booster, that works. Let's go. Good timing game, how's it going? Welcome on in. I hope you're all doing well and that you have a good weekend. Also, Booster, for what I told last stream, I think that I have everything set up properly. I think I do. So what I've done essentially, Booster, is I have a switch controller set up to the thing. But in case it doesn't work, I can have the PlayStation that I have right now, the PlayStation 2 controller. The sticks are very approximative, but I think that could work too. So we can have both in case one fails. Just finishing up some projects before Con weekend. Let's go. Hope you will have a great time at the con. I can see you preparing some cosplay and some luggage maybe. If so, good luck with that. I'm guessing that's all that, yeah. Wait, con weekend, you mean next weekend, right? Because we're already Sunday here. I hope you're like not rushing the thing. Next weekend, okay, good. I hope you will have fun. Is it a game con, an anime con, or anything else? Maybe a video game con? Anime con, okay. I hope you will have fun. I haven't been to a con in a very, very, very long time here. Last time was probably like in 2019, 2019 I think. It was a long time ago, you know. Oh god, I cannot drive. I'm so out of the loop for modern anime that I most likely check mostly the gaming stuff. I see. Yeah, so it's just like, it's not only anime, it's also video games and pop culture and stuff like that. So a mix of everything. Yeah, mostly when I go to cons as well, I like focus more onto the gaming side of things. I've never been introduced to anime myself. I was... Okay, so here's the funny thing. I think I told that on stream a few times already, but since I've never been introduced to anime and stuff like that, I was hoping, like, maybe in a naive way, that when I will have kids, they will be introducing me to anime, so we can, you know, build like more bonding about that. And turns out that it still haven't happened. So I'm waiting on that. Hopefully this will be happening one day. But in return, I've introduced my my kid to Pokemon and Digimon already, and it's a good time, so with a bit of time maybe. Oh god. But there's still hope that one day I will be introduced to anime at one point, and not being like completely lost when people talk about cartoons. Well, cartoons is something else, but about animes in particular. As I don't know, I feel left out when people talk about that, and I really wish I would be, you know, a bit more like knowledgeable about that. That would be good. When I got into anime, I sometimes feel like I'm missing out. That's about the same feeling here, yeah. It feels like that's a huge thing for many people I know. And I don't know, it's not a weird feeling. I wish I wouldn't feel like left out. It can be applied to any topics, but this one in particular seems like more common, I would say. I really would love to contribute to even like a very like common discussion about that. That would be cool. Play late on that anime just takes finding one you're interested in. Well, I can build some interest very easily to things. I've always been like that. Like I can be interested about anything really, because I'm generally like curious about anything. I'm a very like curious individual. I just want to know more about stuff I'm looking at in general. So recently I just get stuck like for hours when I find a random video and there's a random topic about it. Okay, I tried to read that without destroying the car. Hold on. And there goes the message. Oh, I will catch up with the chat after the race. That's the last lap. Hold on. I will read out your message, game. Just give me like a tiny minute. Interested in this. Okay, why is it the only message that I could have read while driving? That specific one. That's the only thing I was able to read. And I can read like from the corner of my eyes that Buster is actually laughing too. It's fine. Okay, that is the last straight line here. Alright, let's see what I've missed. Okay, I think anime is like games. It's harder to get into modern anime like modern games. See, it's saturated to the point where it's like finding a needle in a haystack. Okay, I understand the analogy here, yeah. Because of finding a good one. Okay, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. There are a lot of great anime out here. I thought that was a good one. Which one? Oh, DBZ Abridged. Yeah, so I've been I've been introduced to DBZ Abridged series thanks to the multi-words, actually. And I've watched like several episodes to find the reference that everyone has, so that's a bit funny that I know from that. So I don't know the original anime, but I know the abridged series thanks to the multi-words. Whereas retro anime or games is what I'm more interested in. I feel like the same as well. I really like old games and old cartoons. I feel like the oldest cartoons here that I still watch to these days from the 60s, and I still watch that. So yeah, 60s or 70s, I don't remember. I still have like a whole VHS. It's called Robotics. It's a very short cartoon with robot in space. It's very old now. Almost nobody knows that. So this is the type of cartoons I watch myself. It was getting to the point. Oh my. I saw the abridged and wanted to know what the original was, so I got hooked to Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z thanks to that. Oh, that's cool actually. So I will be probably following the same path for DBZ. Because I know the abridged series, well, not the complete thing, but a few episodes, so I will know that before the actual series. So I will be on the same boat for that booster. That's funny. And this is also a thing that will happen the 1st of April with something else, actually. Like I've been introduced with your streams to the game. I can be completely honest. And I will discover that after it. I really hope that it will be working out well. I had to make a layout for that too. I still haven't done the layout for it. I know that there is an input viewer directly on the emulator and a tracking system, so I don't have to worry about that. So that's cool. I need to make a game frame and a space for my model and the chat. Basically, that's all I need, I think. Also, I'm both scared and stoked about trying that. That would be very weird, but in a good way. Working on layout right now, trying to fix it. I've been doing layouts for a very long time here. I think since 2012. Even maybe earlier than that. I've always been doing layouts for myself and friends. I do them for free, by the way, so if you need anything, let me know. I wouldn't mind. If you need help, no bother. So far, well, last stream you pretty much answered every question I had. Well, during stream and during your video setup. So originally I wanted to call you after stream, but since you answered all my questions, I didn't have to. So that's a bit funny. Yeah, most of the questions have been answered through your video and last stream. Thank you again for everything, Booster. Thank you a lot for making the tutorial and taking the time to explain every options. That's something that... Okay, some things needs to be addressed, so thank you a lot. And overall for being accessible and answering questions through my live stream. That was very useful and very appreciated. If I miss something, we can fix it. I'm pretty sure you will find fixed very quick since you're used to play and use this tool regularly. So I'm pretty sure you can sort out any issues with anything. Let's say that I'm in good hands. And that's a very welcome thing. Bench business. Pretty much. Speaking of Dinge business, I had to DM someone after the race. Because they told me that everything is good or something, and I need to ask a question about something. I will do that after the race. I just want to make sure that they... Well, that's work related. Maybe I won't say that on stream. I need to make sure of something. Oh god. Oh, that's my stream minimum spot. Fine. Also, I have a question for you all, since there's a lot of people in the chat right now. Is the radio request command visible well on stream, whether you're on PC or on mobile? Or should I change the color so it's more visible? Because it always felt like it's a bit too bright, like bright on bright background. So I don't know if that's very like visible. At the bottom right hand corner of the stream there is a command. Like there is a text for a command, and I'm just asking if that's readable well, or if I need to change the color so it's more visible. On PC it's readable. Okay, we have two distinct answers. Game, are you on mobile? You're on PC. Okay. Alright, well I will change the color and you guys will tell me that's better, okay? Let's do that. Yeah, people doesn't have like the same screen or doesn't perceive the colors the same way. So this is why I figured I asked. Hold on, let me look at that. Yes, on. Everything because I noticed it on PC, harder to see on my phone. Okay, so we changed the colors. Maybe that will help. Meanwhile, we have like the price. We have the money rolling. That's cool. That's improvement. Okay. Would you think a bright outline is better than a dark outline on this? Hold up. I can't read in general. Thanks, Nido. Thanks. You make me feel less alone. Thank you. I don't think that's more readable. No, I would just stick with a hard outline. Okay, we'll stick with that. Thank you for all the feedbacks, guys. I really appreciate it. I really want to make sure that everyone can access this command, because that's more or less like the thing from the Sunday streams. Big missile indeed. Also, just a tiny reminder, next week, everyone that is subbed to the channel will have access to 2 new emotes. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I hope you will like them. I finally took time to finish them because I was like completely like busy all the time with both work, VOD and streams. I found a tiny window so I could finish those. So we got Motorland for the second time. Let's go. Thank you for the crack, DJ. Thank you for the crack, Nido, as well. Oh, there will be also new sundialers soon. If I can not fix it, but I will definitely change stuff up. Bonk. Oh, this one didn't go. Why is it very low? I didn't hear it. Thanks. Wow, thanks for getting in the sand, I guess. Thank you for that as well. I'm guessing we're getting through every single sundialers.
Nice throw.
Ow. Hold up. Something broke, I think. Okay, did the thing happen? Or... Wait, did the thing happen or not? Like, did it show? It did. Okay, cool. It was broken yesterday for some reason. Yesterday it was completely broken. I didn't manage to get it working. You fell down and stayed down. You got smacked in -1. Okay, so that works today. Cool. Ow. I'm guessing the chat shows the violence. Whoops. Oh god. Of course it works. Oh, you mean the super quest? Yeah, it works. Okay, I don't know if I can catch up onto that Supra. Will restart. Okay, also like a very small note about the redeems with animations. The PC itself freezes for a split second when it occurs, so it's may at points not live on stream, but at point it may be making me fail. That's RAM limitation. Maybe I need to improve my RAM. I don't have much to work with. Yeah, it does. Well, for what I use on stream, it's barely what I need. So it's okay, but I wish it didn't like entirely like slow down and stuff like that. That would be great. That's Volbeat, right? Volbeat. Do you know what is the first one Volbeat? So I need to... Okay, so how long did it take us to complete this event? I think that's so, like slightly above 2 hours and a half, right? Yeah, same booster. I haven't heard Volbeat in ages. Last time I've ever heard Volbeat, I think it was in 2015 or something like that. It's been a long time. Huh? Why are we playing Sad Recorder? Okay. 2015 for you as well. Let's go. Okay, I'm guessing we're being sad for the sake of being sad. Okay, 2 hours in. Wow, that event took us a third of the stream alone. And we had only short tracks, so we've been lucky on this one. Could have been much worse. Okay, what does this bring to our garage? I hope a good car. Like, maybe not a good car, but a car that unlocks event would be great. Yeah, it could have been Nürburgring or last out 10 laps. Could have been very bad. I think the longest track we had was Green Valley Speedway, which is perfectly fine. Wow. I mean, I like this car, but I'm not sure if I will be using that. Oh, second car. That's a good one. Yep, that was a Civic, and we got a Lancer Rally car too. That's good. Because I think we haven't done the Lancer event yet. We can do that. Yeah, we haven't done the Evo meeting. Let's go. Okay, I should have. Okay, I should have wore the Daisuke shirt today. That would have been fitting. Couldn't have known in advance. Stock yes to rig, they drive fast. Stock is to rig, they drive fast. You mean on these events? I mean, we can upgrade the Lancer. I know that really cars have not great like top speed, so that might be, yeah, that might be necessary. We'll boost it up a little bit. That should be enough. SM trade stock was almost impossible to win. Okay, that's fair. I think one turbo upgrade should be enough. This plus the racing soft should be enough. Okay, it's all 2 laps. But yeah, the rally cars are not very fast. Like, they have no top speed, so that makes sense. Okay, Tsukuba 2 laps might be a bit short to win. We'll see. Okay, I need to check also for the Civic events, if there's one. Yeah, we should be winning this event, definitely. Oh god. Bonk. I think I've done the Type R event already, so maybe we won't have the need for the Civic. But I could drive, I think, the Civic for the compact car in professional events. So we could try that, I think. Or maybe it's barely too large. I don't know. I will double check after the event. As we get another car that unlocks an event. Civic works for compact? Okay. Then we'll do that next. That's perfect. I will just cross-finger that we don't have the Clio V6. If we don't have that, we should be fine, I think. In before there's the Toyota 7 race car out of nowhere. That would be funny. Yeah, we done the Japanese compact car with the CZ3. So I'd like to switch some. I like to switch cars for every event. I can help it. So we'll use the Civic in this one. The compact interest rate car economy tires. I'm guessing you just steamroll the competition on that. Because even with economy tires, that's a massive gap in terms of performance. I should drive the Stratos when I get it. If I can get a Stratos, I would definitely drive it, because I think I've drove this only once. Like in all my games of GT4. And I remember this being pretty enjoyable to drive. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you will spin all the way. I mean, I remember that you can drift, right? So maybe that wouldn't affect you as much as myself, for example, yeah. I can see what's being an issue on this car. You know what I should do one day as well? Maybe when we got done with GT4 Randomizer, I would probably attempt to get the Xbox 360 emulator going on my PC. So we could do what I do on my physical Xbox 360 on Forza 4. Usually what I do is I'm trying to get runs with either like very obscure cars, or I try to max out every car brand. Maybe we could do that on stream, that could be fun. I drive way better on Forza than GT4 actually. Doing max, the max I can with Stratos with 0 grade. Okay, so you can definitely do some European things, but how do you do the Japanese event and stuff? Did you lift off the limits? The turbo event too. Isn't the Stratos naturally aspirated though? I forgot if the Stratos is turbocharged or not. I think it's not. Oh, the rally one. Okay, I thought about the road car version. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, the rally version definitely is turbocharged. It got all the Group B funky stuff at the time. Yeah, I'm guessing at some point you would have like trouble with a higher hand competition, definitely. So what was your final percentage on your run with the Stratos? I would guess personally that you went up to 39%. Was on 3 tire compounds. Yeah, the convert one. Ouch. To be fair, like I've used some standard and normal compounds and never again, it sucks. I absolutely hate driving on those tires. My minimal requirement would be sports hard. That's about the max I would go with in terms of low-end tires. 20%, and you haven't continued, so you could have done more. And all the rally hole too. I mean, that's fair. The strategy is built for rally driving. So that's fair. But definitely with that you can do Japanese and American events, which is a lot of events you can do. And in terms of European events, you can do I think 3 or 4 events. The rest is just professional, beginner and stuff. Have you done like a, well, no, it's 25%, so maybe you can push it to Endurance Hall and go with that. I think that would be doable. I'm pretty sure you could win the 24-hour of Nordschleife with the Stratos. It would be the worst time of your life, but you could. Whoa. Oh, what happened here? I thought it would be a nightmare. Yeah, that's what I just said. 24-hour Nordschleife on pre-compound would be the worst time of your life, definitely, on this game. But that's winnable. Oh god. I think the track lags. Sometimes my car doesn't respawn when I'm turning. I have R1 or R3 tires. So I can remember right. You have the hard compound if you're playing Spec-II mods, yeah. It comes with either like super hard or hard tires. So you can go with that. That would be better than the economy tires, definitely. Plus you would have durability thanks to the slick. So that would be playable, I think. Definitely. Vanilla already once come with R1. Yeah, they come with standard racing tires, I think. Wait, no, I think... Wait, hold on. I don't remember if the Vanilla games gives you... I think it gives you medium racing slick. Oh, sweet. We already done the mini events. Okay. Let's bring out the Civic. That's a mobile one. Civic. Okay, so we'll boost it up with better tires and stuff like that. I need to make sure about one thing before. Is it racing slick or is it sports? Sport or standard? It's too large. I mean, the Civic have been not only because of the rust, but also because people are looking for unmodified cars, and unmodified Civics are very rare nowadays. I think the Civic is barely not making it to under the 4000 millimeters. Barely not. But we can use the Mini. I think it's fitting. Hold up. Where's the length on that? The Mini can make it. We can use the Mini. Yeah, the MX-5 is fitting, but I'm keeping it for the 4 hours of Tsukuba. I need to use one time a car. So we use that for the 4-hour race. Okay, let's modify this Mini. It's not the best car for the event, but that works. Let's go with soft. I think the races are short, so that should be okay. I would check the length of the Civic. I think it's not making it just like by 2 or 3 millimeters, which is very unfortunate. I won't modify this too much. Okay, should be enough with an oil change. Okay, let's give the GT guy a bit of drink. Speaking of which, I will drink as well myself. I'm thirsty AF. There we go, double refill for both the driver and the car. Let me make sure about this. Okay, it's a bit more than just 2 or 3. 180 millimeters. It's not much, but yeah. Barely not fitting into the event. Just 1 second. There we go. Okay. Oh, never mind. That's actually bad. I will just remove from bumper. Yeah, like doing the reverse that I think it was Peugeot that did that with the 206 already, where it was like barely not fitting the thing, and it just like increased the length of the bumpers just to fit the group. I think it was Group A. I think removing the bumper would actually be making the car fit into the event. For real. Okay, I don't know if the sports stuff would be making it through 5 laps, but I think it is. I think it should be okay. I think that should be barely enough for the tires. Okay, so I think after this event, if we don't get any car that unlocks a specific event, I will probably do the slipstream battle in the driving mission hall. Well, I could do that, or I could do the concept event. I think I have an unused concept car. We can do either or. I don't know if I done that one. Maybe I could look it. Oh, there's one, yeah. I mean, that's a fair point. I think we haven't done this one. Okay, never mind. Good point. I was thinking about the R Club, but I didn't think about the Civic event. Good call on that. Thanks, DJ. Yeah, we can do that, definitely. Okay, well, in that case, yeah, we will put the Civic up to work. I will have to buff it up because there's some, like the 2000s and above Civics will absolutely like destroy our car. And if I remember correctly, the 96 one is also pretty hard to deal with. Also, I need to admit something about the car I'm driving right now. I absolutely hate the engine noise. I absolutely hate it. I don't know why. Just makes a weird noise. So I think while Spec-II was definitely to play on that, in hindsight that works pretty well. Right, so this one, the Civic event. Okay, the Civic stream battle are very short to do except for the last one. We'll see how much time we have left after we're done with the Civic event, I guess. This will determine if I need to, or if I will have the time to, rather, do driving missions or not. Welcome back, Booster. I think except for a few races, I haven't done like too bad of a driving today. Was mainly the GT500, I think it was Fuji and Motegi East Course. I've done pretty bad. Except for that, it was okay. A road trip with Sam. Let me tell you, I don't drive like this in real life. I'm very responsible. So that would be a very different experience. I mean, I know how to drive on track, but I'm responsible when I'm driving in town and such. I think I've been told, like, well, not many times, a few times I've been told that, hey, your car would be good to, you know, drive a little bit faster, you know, wink wink, faster. And I was saying, yeah, no thanks, I'd rather be responsible because I have responsibilities in life. Responsible wink wink. See, that's what I'm saying. You're proving exactly my point, DJ. I'm being responsible. The only time... Well, the only try I've been driven not safely was in case of emergency, like I mentioned earlier on stream. That's the only reason why I drive, like, off limits. So I had to drive this way maybe like 2 or 3 times max in my whole life. Sometimes you just don't have the choice. That responsible doesn't have one BMW driver without driving license crashing. Yeah, there's also this issue, definitely. Yeah, but you know, in that case, it's just like, yep, no luck. That's how it's that's how life be sometimes. But being responsible like reduces the risks, and I take that. But I would agree, there's some pretty terrible drivers around. I think I've never taken the wheel, like in real life, without ranting about a bad driver that I like throws the road off. I don't recall any single day that I've taken the wheel and not being ranting a single time. Literally. Anyway, I used to, there were so many bad drivers. I mean, I live in France and there is absolutely terrible drivers every crossroads. And that's bad. Although since nobody anymore check driving licenses like before. Yeah, there's also that. Like I've been put to the side 2 times to check my license. But definitely that's not the type of driver that the police and the road services should be checking, definitely. But it's what it is. Does have DUI under alcohol? Yeah, there's a lot of abuses on roads, definitely. Also, I think in US, like the legal age to drive is way early than where I live. So there's also like a maturity issue for that. Because you even doesn't anyone need to bring a license with you, just an ID. I think there's a change that is planned for us this way too. I'm not sure if that's changing anything really. Having your ID tied to your driving license doesn't do much. I don't think that will do much, to be fair. Like, wouldn't fix any problems. But I think they want to do like a quote-unquote all-in-one card. Every big celebration we have race for DUI, driver check. I mean, that makes sense. Like having controls when there is like more people around makes sense. Even then they never check license, just as Brit. I don't know what that means. In tester and drive. Wait, what? I don't get the end of the sentence here. Brit in tester and drive. I'm missing some vocabulary here, I think. I get the idea, but I don't understand like the exact meaning of the words here. Oh yeah, vanilla. Let's go. Lithuania with Latvian plates in raid. And then they were as driving license, just did a cold test and oh, I see. Okay, so they didn't check the actual papers, but they tested you for substances. Okay, I see. Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense, but yeah. I mean, they could have done a complete test, definitely. Bonk. Also, I just realized we have a Clio V6, I think. Yep, that's a Clio V6. Okay. Oh god, the legs. Okay, we have an issue that Clio passes every other cars. Also, this track lags a lot. Oh, Stin. Also, this is literally like a vanilla track. Like the randomizer gives us Hong Kong normal layouts. That's funny. Okay, we should be good. I think the Clio, sorry, is third. I think it's third place. Whoa. Ah, it's second now. Alright, we may have two battle ends to see in first. Hours. I think I would time for like 2 more events after this one. Depending on the tracks we get, of course. And I will try to plan ahead and schedule for next week. As best as I can, I guess. Also, that Clio is very close. I don't like that. Yep. I think we'll have a close finish on this one. Bonk. Okay, so maybe it's in the straight line that the Clio is just like catching up. Okay, we should be good, I think. I was very badly done at the end. Oh, we won. Let's go. Yeah, as I expected, if we get a clear V6 against us, that makes up for a very frightening race. Alright, 2 more races, please. Not a bad track. We had only good tracks today. Oh god. Oh, there's a V6. I will try. This is a speed track. Let's see if I can hold against a clear V6. I had, well, my wife had this car in front here. Same color. Yep, the V6 is already like very far ahead. That's not good. Yeah, we're not even winning that one, I think. That's a shame. I don't think we're winning this one. Yep, it's building distance. Yep. We can't do anything about that. That's legitimately the first race that I lose in this playthrough. And really do nothing about this. Just have to hope to not roll a race with a Clio. I know it's possible. Okay, no Clio. We can win this one definitely then. I love how the Opel is just like struggling to overtake. I think this one is a win. I wonder who's faster, the C3 or the Vitz. Not the Vitz, the Corsa. Me, I'm faster. No doubts. Yeah, no doubt about this. The speed booster is definitely faster here. I've always actually wondered like how fast, like in terms of actual like units, Samus sparks. Like how fast is the spark? Or even like running at max speed. How it would translate into like miles per hour or kilometers per hour. Really is her fastest spark. It's definitely like the most like fluid in terms of animation, but I don't know if that's faster. How's it going, Blaine? Hope you're having a good weekend. Welcome. Thank you for the contribution earlier. It didn't went unnoticed. But I think... it's hard to tell like which spark is the fastest. I think Dread... Yeah, Dread would be the fastest because it's more fluid in terms of animation, and also the game runs at much more FPS than the older games. So it would be right, I think. Just woke up to feed the puppy, back to sleep. I see. That's fair. Well, in that case, I'm wishing you to have a very great night. I'm assuming it's nighttime. I hope the puppy is doing well. Pet the puppy, please. Wait, how is that car in France eligible for the compact events? That's a walls, it should be way longer. Now as it's supposed to be allowing. I'm confused. Like this, I think it's a Chevrolet, a Chevy Volts. I think it's way longer than the car I use right now. And the series didn't make it to the event despite being small by nowadays standards. That's weird. A tank steer. Yeah, the guy is at the wrong event. It's just like missed the entry of the other track. That reminds me, I have a... Well, on the real hardware 360 that I have, I need to do Chevrolet as well. For the car manufacturer affinity stuff. I haven't completed that yet. I've done Ford and Dodge, but not Chevrolet yet. I think that was the last race. I think it was the last race. So we have time for definitely just 2 events at best here. Now we have to take care of some things in the house, plan the week ahead because this will be a mess once again. I will keep you informed for the week, by the way, because I have some visits planned in the week. There is something on the weekend for me, so I won't be streaming in the weekend. I hope I can make it for the multi-world. Should be okay. But yeah, I will let you know whenever I have more infos. Also, that car doesn't help. Okay, let's do the civic event. Okay, depending on the tracks we have with this car, this may be the last event for the stream. We'll see. Oh, that's convenient. Okay, what's leaks? Oh, I've already done the Civic one, never mind. Never mind. I've already done that apparently. I forgot what I've done. Also speaking of forgetting something, I need to update the percentage because it's not accurate right now. There we go. Okay, so we already have done this apparently. Do I have a concept car? Well, I do, but it's terrible. I can use this. Okay, let me check on the opponents. We can do something very, very stupid right now. We can... yeah, that's a bit too much, I think. Yeah, we have... there's no way we can win with the Land Rover. I don't see myself winning with the Land Rover on this event. Boxer split might be tough. What is these slickers? All cars permitted, A license. We can do that. I don't know what City Slicker stands for, but we can do that. That's a new event from the Spec-II Mod. Okay, what do I feel like using right now that we haven't used yet? I have an RX-7 here that I could use probably. Yeah, let's use that for a change. I don't know if I've done the RX-7 as well. Hold up. Yeah, I have. Oh, I haven't. We have a whole thing to do here. Hold up. Okay, we have a lot to do here. I didn't even think about doing this event. Oh, you 100% do that. No, not that. Okay, you can wrap around. Okay, well, we found an event to do. That's cool. So we have the Aries and... actually, we have only that. Let's go with that. I hope they are not long races. Okay, it's all 2 or 1 laps. It should be a fast one in theory. Try 110. Other track that I have a lot. Also, these cars are noisy AF. Thanks for the rotary engines. Rotary engines make so much noise. I've driven once an RX-8 in real life, it makes so much noise. Okay, this... I don't think I've driven this specific model, like finition of the RX-7. Running pretty dang well. It's lagging a little bit, but this is doing pretty well. Oh, also, Busa, are you still around? I'm guessing you are. If we are making the 1st of April thing, could you maybe communicate when you would be available? If you are available, of course. Because I'm pretty bad with time zones, so if I can help it, just like, you know, planning ahead would be a good thing. Well, here's the thing, when you can be available. We just done, okay, we're in delay saving time right now, so we're back on track with US synchronization, let's say that. Here it's 10 p.m. It's 10 p.m. Usually awake by 12 p.m. but I can wake up earlier. Well, I want you to be at ease if we can help that. So I would say, okay, 12 p.m. So for me this would be... So it's minus 9 hours. Okay. So I would have to stream early in the morning here. Okay, well I will try to plan ahead and DM you on how we could do the thing. Yeah, we'll have to plan ahead for that. I've never done a stream like this before, so this might need a little bit more of planning than anticipated. Oh, whoops. Your day schedule that day. Oh god, I'm bumping everyone. Day schedule that day, anytime is good. Okay. Well, ultimately, I should be available to plan that. I will try to look up after stream how we could do. Also, I need to make a layout for the thing. So, okay, so you wake up around 12 p.m. but... Okay, this is a very stupid question that I'm about to ask, but on average, how long do you stay awake? That's probably like the weirdest question I've asked to you, I think. Not weird at all. I don't know, like, you never know. You wait till 3 a.m. Sleep is elusive for you. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that's a weather wide window. Okay. We're not on day schedule if we plan that. That's cool. Okay, so in that case, I will DM you as soon as I have the time window on which it should happen. So you can also plan ahead, because I'm guessing you will have to plan for like food or stuff that you have to do during the day beforehand or afterwards. Yeah, I have a very wide window to work with. That's cool. Yeah, you could also get some food during the thing too. You're right. But again, maybe if you want to prepare like food ahead, that's also something that you can do, right? Because I know that sometimes when I cook food and stuff, sometimes it just takes hour, like around an hour, so even more sometimes. So this is why I figured I'd ask or warn about that. Yeah. Yeah, I should be able to organize that for and plan ahead. I will do that during the making of the schedule for next week, definitely. Make sure you're prepped. Yeah, exactly. Because if I can be completely honest, this might be a very long one. Well, it's a hit or miss. I either like get the hang of the things quickly or I don't at all. So in case, you know, preparing stuff might be a good idea. I think it'll be fine. I hope so. Oh my god. That's a bum. Like, I've never done something like this in the past, so this will be a first experience and I hope it will be going well. If you're confident about the fact that it will go well, I trust you. And I hope it will be fine too. Oh god. We're mowing the grass. And if you get stuck. Yeah. And before we have a thing where you have everything you need from the start and it's just like a massive playground. That could be fun too. Well, if it happens to be that scenario, that could be fun. Well, realistically, so I followed the tutorial from start to end, and I followed the thing with glitchless and all that stuff that you mentioned on your video. Oh god, that's a long track. So, assuming I've done everything you mentioned in the tutorial for beginners, do you reckon there is one thing that could take more time than others? Like, is there like one thing that stands out from the other stuff that I should be doing in this specific case without spoiling too much? Oh god, sorry for the hiccups. Learning the layout mostly. Yeah, I will have like no cues at all. I don't even know like the name of the areas except few of them that I recall from your streams or Ichi's streams that I've seen recently. That's about the only experience and memories I will have. It all depends on how much you want me to guide you. That's a question I haven't anticipated actually. I don't actually know how much help I would need, because obviously that's impossible for me to tell. I hope I won't have to have my hand hold like my hand held at all time, because that might be boring if that's the case. and giving step by step. I think we'll be heading towards more like, okay, here's what I think would happen, in my opinion, is that I would have to get the hang of the controls at first, definitely, because I know nothing about how the thing works. Like, probably I will have to, as you said, like, learn the zones, definitely. And I think maybe like I don't know, like I don't know if the randomizer gets rid of the tips on how to do things as well. Because I'm guessing in the normal game, there is like helps in game from like NPCs and stuff. Maybe I won't have those. So maybe giving those advice that I would normally have in a normal time, maybe that's something you can tell me. Aside from that, maybe if I'm not like hard locked, maybe I won't be bothering too much, I think, about things. So like maybe a good thing to go over. Yeah, there may be like I know that, for example, with Super Metroid, for example, I play with an uncommon map layer, button layout. So yeah, maybe we'll have to go over this to have the best ergonomy way playing. Definitely, yeah. We might have to go over that indeed, yeah. Also, I hold my controller in a very odd way when I play games, so yeah, this might be a good thing to do. No, I don't think you covered like specific controls, but you said you can copy my controls if you want to. That's the only thing you said in the video. Which is what I've done, by the way. I haven't launched the game. Well, I've launched on the menu to see that works. That's the only thing I've done. So I spoiled the title screen. That's the only thing. Like literally, I seen the title screen, I pressed out to see if the controller is recognized by the emulator. It worked, I closed the thing. That's the only thing I've done. But yeah, that's something I haven't anticipated as well. We may have to find out a layout that works for me, definitely. Speaking of layout, I had to do that tonight as well. I do that while the VOD renders, I think. I will have time. We will get it all figured out. Yeah, I wouldn't see why we would have trouble figuring out a good button layout. Like I could use, okay, so there is another game on which I use a very specific control scheme. Maybe you could use something similar to that. I played a lot on an RPG game that's called Dragon's Dogma. And I have a very specific layout that I think this may work also, well, it may transfer well on the other game. I will have to try that out, probably. Both of them. The second one is not as magic as the first one, let's say. I spent a lot of time on Dogma's 1. I finished it both on 360 and 2 times on Switch. 2 level max, like 2 levels 200. I done all the classes and stuff. Luckily for me, the pawns I found very frustrating. Building a good pawn is very, very tedious. Like you have to, well, if you're familiar with the thing, you have to get them all the knowledge you can. get them all the perks you can, which is long in itself. And then you have to sit on the chair in the Pawns Guild and just try every like trait you can do, and there's only like 3 per activation, and you have like 12 things to get through done with. And this massively influences how the pawn plays and acts, and that's very long and tedious. Good 50 hours on the first game, a good 60 hours on the second one. I don't know how many hours I have on Dogma on 360, but probably a lot more than I do on Switch. And on the Switch itself, I think I have 250 hours plus. I spend a longer time on 360 definitely. The lore is nice as well, yeah. There's a lot of things you can do with your pawns as well. Like, you can build a highly customized pawn. Very, like, well, I wouldn't say unique because there's a limited, like, combination of stuff, but your pawn can be very unique in his way to act and how aesthetically you decide it to be. Just a very frustrating flying enemies, I hated. Flying enemies you can get rid of with certain classes fairly easily, but when you have like a contact type of class, this can be frustrating. Like mostly the Griffin sucks to fight. God, 1 lap of Hong Kong. This will be a short one. I'm playing warrior in every game. I have all flight attacks, so I'm relying on my pawns. For flying enemies, when you're doing like warrior classes or champion, there is one thing you can use for the flying enemies, and they are like the small bombs in the bag that you have that no one actually bothered to use. This is quite efficient for flying enemies. People underestimate those a lot. Yeah, they throw things a lot. Yeah. You can also have pawns that are dedicated to bring down enemies too, if you're playing warrior or champion. Like most of the time my pawns are either like sorcerers or mages. So that's pretty handy for playing enemies, and they usually like did a lot of damage on area of effects. So that's very useful. A sorcerer or mage, and either archer or thief for pawns. I just stand there. Okay, yeah, that's the issue if you don't customize your pawns personality and stuff. So they just like stay there and just like look at the thing. So I say it takes time, yeah. Fighting into were from gravity and them dropping me off the ledge. Dying from full damage sucks in Dogma. It happens a lot, yeah. Okay, that's not a car that I've ever driven. We use that for the American event. Okay, so what time is it? It's 3:29. 3:29. Okay, I might have one last special condition event in me, then I will have to call it here. Hold up. Okay. One more event and then I will have to trade out and organize the week. So let's do one of the car we haven't yet driven, and we should be able to, yeah, should be able to find a stream to raid this. We're Sunday, so it should have someone around. Okay, we use this one because we haven't driven that yet. I hope I can make it with this car. Okay, we'll do spot softs. Right. Okay, that should be enough. Alright, so one last race and then we'll be raiding out. Let's do Umbrew Relay. Should be a 3 laps. Yeah, 3 lap race. Yeah. So the plan for me tonight will be to download and edit the VOD. Oh god, this might be a tough race. Okay. Okay, that's a good final race here. Yeah, we have to download the VOD, edit the VOD. And as soon as I have an answer to give you booster for the first, I will. Definitely. Okay, note to self. These events have ready cars. Bonk. Oh god. Ultimately it's not too bad because it was before an hairpin. Ow. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, this will be a tough race. It's doable. It's doable, but this will be tough. God, why? Okay, this car drives a lot less better than I anticipated. God. Also, just like, we're not supposed to drive on this on special condition. This track is very bad with penalties on. Penalties, thanks. So I just realized, if this guy has a rally car, That means you can have racing tires. So I'm clearly disadvantaged right now. Okay, reminder, next time check if you can use racing tires. Yeah. I'm basically using a road car against a racing car. And there, yeah, pretty much that. So this guy is all-wheel drive, so it will just like simply catch us up in terms of, it has much more power when the guy is just like stepping on the gas. Oh, okay, that's not nice. Okay, that's not nice game. Instant penalty, and that's the guy that just like bumped us, not the other way. Come on. That's the way I don't like penalties, because the system in this game doesn't play well. Okay, let's see. Thankfully, the A here doesn't drive very fast. Let's save the race here, I think. ADA here just breaks a ton for no reason. And luckily save the race. Got lucky on that. Okay, what's the last car for the stream? Is it something fun? Is it something good? Is it something we will never drive because it's something we already have or doesn't have a use? Let's see. I mean, this would have been useful for some events, but I don't think there's a use for this one. It's a tricycle. There's only one car that has 3 wheels in this game. Would have been funny to get it. Alright, so we're ending on 37.5% of the whole game here, which is pretty good. Also, we are done with the Japanese event, so we don't have to think about that anymore too. That's a good thing. Okay, so as I said, this was the last race. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had a good time here. I will be planning on the next week's schedule as soon as I can. There will be 2 special things next week. I hope it will go well. Let's see. We'll see how it goes, definitely. But on the 1st of April, there is something that is something I've never done live or at any time really, so we'll see about that. Birthday stream. Wait, that's his birthday, let's do that. Okay, this is not a Gran Turismo for stream that I will be sending you on, but it's Tilimo's birthday. He's playing Super Metroid right now. I don't know if he's on his Sony race, but he's definitely playing right now, so doing 80%, I think. So if you can do me a favor and just like say hello and happy birthday, that would be great. I won't be sticking around because I will have stuff to do, but the heart is here. Thank you again for watching. I will let you know for the incoming week schedule as soon as possible, and yeah, I'm wishing you all a great day or night depending on where you live. Much love as always, and yeah, I'll see you next mission.